Hi everyone, welcome back to Simple Things. Today we're going to be looking at If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, just go ahead and click the word subscribe below this video, like and share my videos, and feel free to leave a comment. Water is all around us. 71% of the Earth's surface is water. The human body is made up of 60% water and 90% of our blood is water. We cannot live with too much water and will certainly die without it. A human being can only last 3 to 4 days without drinking water. Strangely, the importance of such a vital compound is quite often overlooked. In this video, we'll take a closer look at the health benefits of water. Come with me as together we explore the connection between the health benefits of water and the Bible. Water goes back to the beginning of time. In the book of Genesis we read, "And God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. And God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so." Firstly, we're going to look at water as a thirst quencher. It is recommended that each day you should drink between half an ounce to 1 ounce of water for every ounce of your body weight. Yep, I know. Many people only drink water when they're thirsty. I was once that person as well, until a medical missionary at church did a workshop one evening where I learned that water is best had at room temperature in small sips, not a whole glass of freezing cold water at a time. Now I walk around with my bottle and take sips as needed. Can't believe how much I've been drinking water over these recent years. Try to have a bottle before breakfast, and that will set the pace throughout the day. In the Bible, water is clearly shown as a thirst quencher in numerous passages. Here's a good background from which to examine the connection. In John 4, the woman at the well had an encounter with Jesus. She came to draw water, and seeing that she had need for more than H2O, Jesus gave her the living water. Connect that with Matthew 5, "Blessed are they that hunger and thirst after righteousness," and Psalm 42, "As the hart panteth after the water brooks, so my soul panteth after thee, O God." Secondly, we'll look at water as a cleanser. Water is said to be the cheapest and best cleanser, and rightly so, because it cleanses the body both inside and out. In addition to taking baths, hand washing is perhaps the best way of preventing the spread of germs. If we weren't washing our hands before this coronavirus pandemic, certainly by now, hand hygiene has become a habit for all. In healthcare, saline or tap water may be used for wound irrigation. In the Bible, the prophet Elisha told Naaman to go dip in the Jordan River 7 times to cleanse him of his leprosy, and you can read that account in 2 Kings 5. It is recorded in John 9 that Jesus sent the blind man from birth to go wash in the pool of Siloam. These accounts show us that water is perfect for cleansing. Not just physical cleansing, but also medical cleansing. And above all this, water is a symbol of our spiritual cleansing. Jesus himself demonstrated this example when he asked John to baptize him. And you can study this connection for yourselves in Matthew 3. Third, water as detox. Drinking water daily is a great way to flush toxins from the body. Drinking the right amount of water aids kidney function. You'll also notice a change in the color of your urine. Water may also be infused with cucumbers or lemon or mint, etc. And you can Google recipes and choose likewise. Let's connect this with Matthew 15. "Not that which goeth into the mouth defileth a man, but that which cometh out of the mouth, this defileth a man. So, just as the water that goes into the body is pure and flushes out the impurities, so it is that when we feed ourselves on Christ, the living water, instead of feeding on impure thoughts and activities, all our impurities will gradually be flushed out of our heart. And only pure words will proceed from our mouth. Number 4, water as miracle. Ever notice that when someone feels faint or dying, they ask for a drink of water, and quite often it is almost immediately revived? Now, if you attend to someone who has fainted, do not, and I repeat, do not give them anything to eat or drink, not even water, until they are fully regained consciousness. I'm not a health professional, but as a fainter myself, I'd say water helps the flow of blood to the brain, supplying the needed oxygen. And please correct me in the comment section if I didn't put that medically correct. The first miracle Jesus performed was turning water into wine. Is it a coincidence that, just as water revives a fainting, not fainted person almost miraculously, Jesus himself used water in his first miracle? Number 5, water as healing or hydrotherapy. At the beginning of the coronavirus pandemic, hydrotherapy was being touted as a great treatment for the virus. Growing up, whenever we had a severe fever, my mother would boil a huge wash pan of herb called the leaf of life and let me sit on a plank of board over the steaming hot water, place a towel over me and the entire contraption, and let me sit there for a while and quote-unquote steam out the fever. Soaking in a good hot bath infused with a few sprigs of mint and some baking soda is also good after a long day of work. Just be sure not to fall asleep in it. And what is the connection here? Just as with Naaman, as mentioned earlier, the man blind from birth was sent to wash in the pool of Siloam. Jesus knew that the hydrotherapy would be good for restoring not just his physical sight, but also his spiritual sight. A similar miracle was performed at the pool of Bethesda when the water was troubled, and you can study this for yourselves in John 5. And lastly, water for growth. When we were babies, the amount of water we could consume was negligible in comparison to our water intake as we grew up. Water is necessary for our physical growth and maturity. For those of us with farming background, most crops are planted at the beginning of the rainy season, right? A good shower of rain is vital for the crops to burst from the ground. Closer to reaping time, a good shower of rain is also vital for the crops to be ready for harvest. Friends, please don't miss this. So it is with our spiritual lives. The Bible refers to the early and the latter rain in several passages. In the book of Acts chapter 2, the early rain was outpoured on the early church, and church growth was the outcome. Likewise, just before the harvest is ready at the end of time, the latter rain will be poured out on those whose character is ripe for the harvest. Amazing! Friends, I'm sure you've learned something new from this video. Please subscribe to my channel for additional informative and interesting videos. Like, comment, and share with others who you would like to explore these connections as well. And I know, after watching this video, you'll never look at a bottle of water the same way again.